Gregor Mendel was known as the father of modern genetics. Was born in Austria in 1822, a monk, Mendel discovered the basic principles of heredity through experiments in his monastery garden. His experiments showed that the inheritance of certain traits in pea plants follows particular patterns, subsequently becoming the foundation of modern genetics and leading to the study of heredity. He founded the science of genetics. He identified many of the rules of heredity. These rules determine how traits are passed through generations of living things. He saw that living things pass traits to the next generation by something which remains unchanged in successive generations of an organism. We now call this something genes. He also realized that traits could skip a generation, and lost traits could appear again in another generation. He called these recessive traits. He identified recessive and dominant traits which pass from parents to offspring.
Reginald C. Punnett devised the approach of the Punnett squares, which are diagrams that are used to predict an outcome of a particular cross. They are visual representations of Mendel discoveries, and I'm going to show an example of a monohybrid cross. So in this Punnett square, we have just one gene that, let's suppose it is about tallness, and you have two parents. One has two dominant genes of tallness and two recessive genes of tallness. So we place them in the square like this, one parent here and one parent here. The way this works is you imagine a line here and a line here, and a line here and here. So each time this and this intercept, here, 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 and here, you have to write both letters, and you will end up with something like this. The uppercase letter is placed always first than the lowercase, just for order, and the uppercase will always be dominant over the recessive.
My name is Gregor Mendel. I was known as the father of modern genetics. I was born in Austria in 1822. I was a monk. I discovered the basic principles of heredity through experiments in my monastery's garden. My experiments showed that the inheritance of certain traits of pea plants follows particular patterns, subsequently becoming the foundation of modern genetics and leading to the study of heredity.